Yo, what's good, guys? KosherTech here. So today we got some more Say With Me Not Chinese fans to review. Now these right here, listen, this is something fresh. Shout out to my Discord server. Shout out to my boy Runt. This one is for you. So my homie Run reached out to me on this. He's like, yo, Kosher, I got this some futuristic stuff for you, and it's Chinese. I'm like, listen, man, I'm all for it. Let's go. So this is oh man, ALSEYE, I guess. Yo, guys, don't kill me on the comments, man. Pronunciation. I think it's like LC something. Anyways, but these are some, of course, Chinese RGB fans. So we got adjustable RGB system, 16.1 million color lighting, etc., etc. Now, you cop these on Amazon. I got them on Amazon for like 57 bucks. Now, it does come with 3-pack, and I got one more. So I got uno más. All right, so altogether 6 fans. You get it, you spend around 100 bucks, and it is what it is. But anyways, let's get to it. All right, so presentation of the box, of course. This is a very very interesting design. So of course, once we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna go into detail on what this bad boy is about. But this is super wide 120 mil fans, hide screw design, frameless structure, 3-fan plus RGB plus RPM control. Look, I gotta admit, man, this is probably the best looking Chinese RGB box Kosher has seen. Next, we get nothing up here. Design, we got their name, and then here we got the whole breakdown. We got a bunch of specs. We got dimensions 120 mil, like as I mentioned, weight 95 plus or minus grams, voltage DC 12, current. I mean, plenty of things over here. Basically, everything is broken down. I'm not gonna bore you guys. They look pretty cool. They're not your standard fans. I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. But anyways, the box, even how to open it, man. Look at it. It's just simple. Just pop it, bam, get the sticker out. Put that bad boy over here. Okay, so we got a bunch of languages over here. All right, bunch of languages. Everything that I own in the stand, except we got some Russian over here. All right, so that's how we got to keep it moving, man. All right, everything else, I don't know. We got X12. All right. Okay. Oh, just listen, man. This. Whew, all right, so man, the box is dope, man. Look at this. We got everything structured in the box. We got high airflow blades. We got built lamp beads. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, so okay, so those are little LED lamps. We got hidden screw design, which is dope. All right, so we get a booklet, guys. My fault, man. I am like hyped right now, man. All right, we get this interesting booklet over here. It is what it is. Shit. I get 3. I was about to say. What the fuck? Wait, what? Okay, so yeah, hold on. Oh, let me take it all out. Let me calm down. Yeah, this shit look crazy, man. This is some futuristic shit. I didn't even have wires coming out. All right, okay. This is like first time ever doing this. So we got our all right, so this is our traditional ARGB wire. I can tell you that over here. We got our SATA power over here. All right, typical SATA. We got, I guess these are the fan connectors over here, so it's gonna connect to the hub, which I presume this is the hub. We got a bunch of screws. We got a remote. All right, we're gonna go into it, and we got the fan over here. Yo, this looks like, yo, man, this looks like a legit drone, guys. But anyways, this is the box. We'll put it to the side. All right, I'll tell you guys, it has a Chinese smell to it. All right, woo, it has a Chinese smell, man. Yeah, I'm hyped. My bad. Anyways, this is the hub. All right, we got an interesting hub. We got a decent looking hub over here. I think there's like plastic or something. It has a weird texture to it. Of course, it's plastic. Okay, so of course, all right. So nothing is numbered over here. How many fans? But we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could connect up to 8 fans, I believe. Yeah, nothing is like labeled, but I guess it's all labeled here in the back. So we get over here, we get the voltage dimensions. Yeah, so nothing is basically broken down. We're gonna work on this together. But anyways, this is the hub. The remote control, typical Chinese remote control. This looks like actually like an Ego remote control. So there's a little plastic over here. You want to pull it out. You see there's no red light. Pull it out, then you get red light, then the remote is working. But very simple, very standard. You guys know these Chinese, very simple labels, RPM change, white color, speed, all that good stuff. We're gonna look into that. But yeah, and we get screws. But anyways, this is a drone. Seriously, this looks like a little drone. All right, this is very, very interesting. Very cool, very light, I want to say. And we'll move all this, man. We got white blades. Man, this is so, look at this. This is so interesting, guys. This is pretty dope, man. This is really cool stuff. Very, very cool. So how do I even screw this in, man? Look, I gotta really like play with it, but I want to quickly show you guys. This is like the new style, right? This is the conventional style of a fan, right? So we have the frame here. Here we basically have no frame, right? So this is frameless. This is what they mean, right? So here, when we even put it on the other side, we have essentially the frame here covering the fans and the motor and the wires. Here, essentially, there's no wires. I don't even know how to. I am even curious how to. Oh, so okay. So I guess all right. So we connected right over here. There's a little power right over here. So we connected over here. This looks freaking pretty cool, but I gotta say, be careful with it. It feels, unless if it like goes up or down or something, it feels kind of you know, maybe kind of flimsy. So be careful with it. But yeah, that's, you know, conventional fan. You can't remove the undetachable wire. Here you could essentially detach it and plug everything in. So if we plug this in, that goes into there. All right, then I presume the other one goes into one of the ports here for the hub. All right, and that's it, and that's how you connect it. All right, so listen, let me power these bad boys up, man. This looks, guys, this looks really, really interesting. You can like detach these wires, which are pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at it for yourselves, man. Peep this for yourselves, guys. It's pretty dope. But yeah, let's put in a test bench, man. And I want to see how this. Man, I'm even curious how to screw this in. I know these things might be removable. But anyways, let me figure this out. Let me run through everything. And of course, once we install it, I'm gonna help you guys out and show you how to do all this bad boy stuff. Let's go. Alright, guys. So I got everything set up. Listen, there's a few hiccups with these fans. So as you can see, the rear fan, the exhaust fan, the LED, the fans are not spinning, as well as I got a fan right there to the right as well is not spinning. Now I switched out the hubs. It's not the hubs, it's the fans. So the fans are just basically, you know, DOA, dead on arrival. So we have the LED, and this one there's only 2 LEDs showing, and the fan is not spinning. On this one there's all 4 LED showings, and the fan is not spinning. But yeah, I mean, listen, you buy these Chinese things. This really, honestly, rarely happens. The second time this happened was the DIY XZD fans, or whatever you pronounce them. I also had this kind of problem, but no other Chinese RGB fans that I received, that I bought, I never had these kind of issues. So like I said, this is very, very rare, and as well as a fortune. But let's check out the Aura Sync. So all we got to do is press the power button twice, or one more time. You press 3 times to turn it off. You press it twice to get to the Aura Sync. So right now I have it basically synchronized into solid color, so it's at green. Before anything, guys, once you put them in, once you want to utilize the ARGB functionality, make sure you always, especially if you have Aura Sync, if you have an Asus motherboard, what you're going to want to do is go to settings, go to calibrate, hit next, right? So right now it's going to show it's red. We hit yes, next, it's blue. All right, it's right here set to green. You want to put it to blue, and now it's green, and we hit green, and that's it. You calibrated the fans. Everything now is going to be synchronized. The first and the most important thing to do. Now, basically, let's say we want to put these to blue. They're going to be blue. All right, now let's say we want to do like color cycle, and now it's going to essentially color cycle all bunch of colors. And also another thing, so I did put them through the glass, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why that happened. So it's basically set up like this. Now, when they're basically naked on the inside, that means they're pushing air in. So they're as intake. When they're set up like that, they're basically exhaust. So when you see the actual, the fins, all right, when you see that, that's already exhaust. So they're pushing air. So essentially they're pushing air out, all right? They're exhausting air. This setup is pushing air in. So unfortunately, if you want to do basically set this up, you have to pull these fans out. These fans are very, very particular in a case. These fans will not basically fit, not go in every case. You know what I'm saying? So be very weary. If you are interested in these fans, if you like these fans, Just make sure that these fans are very, very particular. They're just not gonna go in every case, as you guys can see here. At this point, you know, I got lucky here with this glass that it actually fits as intake, you know. But we're about to do the sound test right now, and of course run through the RGB and all that good stuff. Let's go. All right, so these fans are running at their max RPM of 1200. Now, unfortunately, the PWM functionality for these fans do not work. I did try to connect them to the CPU header, but it doesn't work. So we are going to leave it at max RPM at 1200. And of course, we only got basically, well, we got 4 fans out of 6 fans working. So now let's just hear how it sounds. Now, to be 100 with you guys, since we only got even 4 fans, it is, in my opinion, pretty loud at 1200 RPM. Now, unfortunately, like I said, the other 2 fans are not working, but hey, it is what it is. All right, you guys, so of course, let's run through the solid colors first. Now, this is on white. It looks pretty dope. We got red, we got green, and we got blue. Let's check out the brightness. So this is on ultra low brightness. Let's crank it up. That's max brightness. Of course, we have different modes. So let's hit it on auto. This is your rainbow. Now you're gonna start seeing a cycle. There you go. It's doing some effects. I mean, listen, guys. I'll be 100 with you, man. I don't know how I feel about these things, man. I mean, it is what it is. You know, they look dope. They look futuristic. They look, you know, innovative in a sense. You know, something new, something different. But man, I don't know. You have this effect. We got this effect. I am feeling that frameless design though. It looks dope. You know, it really does look nice with the frameless design. We got this over here. That's cool. We got in this color. This. We got that. And of course we could speed them up. That's gonna go super fast. Now we can slow it down. We can slow it all the way down. That's basically the slowest. We can speed it up to make it normal. We'll go next. This is basically running through solids now, probably. Yeah, so you have all these. That's pink. Pink is dope. That's a nice looking pink. White is really nice too. It's a very white, brightness of white. This is like a, what was that? White. This is like a yellowish color. Red. Green. But yeah, you got a multitude of colors, different colors you want to rock with. And of course you could lock the color. And when you restart the computer, that color is basically going to be there. I mean, that's basically it, guys. That's basically it for the RGB effects. It's very minimalistic, and again, my fault about the fan not working in the rear. I mean, look, I received it that way. I got it from Amazon. It came that way. What can I do? I got to review how I got it. All right, you guys. So let's quickly go over the installation process pretty quick. But before that, let's look at the fans one more time. I mean, look, aesthetically, they're most definitely the best looking fans that are, you know, out on the market because they're different. You know, check this out. Look at this. I mean, this is just beautiful. How they had it. These are like little. They remind me of these little drones, and you know, it's like in movies and whatnot when they send out the drones or in video games. That's what they basically are right here. You know, it's pretty dope. But anyways, so yeah, these are the fans. So remember how in the beginning of the video I showed you guys how to connect them. So the power, essentially, you see this little power connector over here. So what we're gonna do is essentially connect it to power up the fan. So you basically plug it in here. Now that's a little pain. So I had it in the wrong way. It goes in, voila. So the fan is basically connected. Next, this is the hub. All right, so like I said, this is a magnetic hub, guys. It's pretty dope. I do love a magnetic hub. It makes everything easy. This is the SATA connector over here. This is a male SATA connector. So you see nothing, and also another thing with this, nothing is basically labeled. I don't know, it doesn't say power. It doesn't say how many fans it here. It doesn't say what this port is for. It doesn't say what this port is for. It's like nothing is really labeled, which is, you know, honestly no bueno. But anyways, this goes in here. All right, so this is for the power. So you plug this into your power supply for your SATA connector, for your female SATA connector, and you're good to go on that. Next, what you're gonna want to do is, since you're gonna be using ARGB, or maybe, you know, in my sense, the RPM fan header did not work. So when I was trying to plug it in to my CPU fan header, the hub didn't register it. It wasn't working. So the RPM, I would say, just, you know, doesn't work, you know, for these fans. But anyways, this goes, I believe, in here. Let's see if that connects. Again, it's not labeled, but you know, I connected. It's either this port or one of these ports this basically goes into. It is this port. So this goes in here. I mean, if I break it, it's goodbye. No, it's too big. Where is it? Oh, this port right over here. Yeah. So this one goes into right. I know, guys, this is tough, but wherever the power port is, right, to juice up the fans, the next one is gonna be for all these connectors. Now we'll go over all these connectors. So this is the 4-pin PWM. So, you know, in theory, this should work for, you know, PWM functionality. Again, in my case, it didn't. I do not know why. This is the ARGB 4-pin connector. This connector over here, the VDG. All right, this is if you have a gigabyte motherboard, you're gonna have to connect this. So in that sense, we are good to go. So you're gonna connect these things into your MOBO, and that's it. Next, what we're gonna do is, this is the fan right over here. So these are the fans. So we have, essentially, I said 8, but we really have 7, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. Then we have 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 ports. So I would think that this goes through 1 through 7. So just plug it in that sense right over here, and you are basically good to go. Now, next with the fans, let me just unplug this because I got to show you guys. Basically, it's pretty cool. I mean, I like how they basically did with the fans. So these plastic things right over here, what you're gonna want to do is pop them out. Right now, this is where you screw it in. So you have two options. So when you're screwing them in this way, all right, this way, you're gonna want to use a long screw. This is only when you're installing them to a radiator. All right, that's what it says on the manual. Basically, this is what, when you're installing them to the radiator, you're gonna put them in like that, right? And then you're gonna pop in the cover, and you're gonna essentially hide the screw. So right there, beautiful. It's pretty dope, I gotta say. The screw is hidden. Now we're gonna take it out, right? We're gonna pop this bad boy in just to make it look classy. Next, when the fans are placed like this is gonna go into the case. So what you're then gonna wanna do is use your regular fan screws and essentially just plug it in, screw them in this way, and you're good to go. Now, as I mentioned to you guys, the different directions of how air flows with these fans. So when it's showing like this, right, or when it's showing like this means it's pushing air. It's pushing air in, right? So it's pushing air towards you, right? So when it's the other way, right, now it's going to be pushing air towards me. So this is exhaust, all right? So it's pushing air towards me. That means it's exhaust. It's exhausting air out. This is intake. It's pushing air towards you. All right, so the air is going this way, and on this side, the air is going towards me this way. Now this, in the beginning, I didn't see anything. It doesn't say anywhere here how the airflow is supposed to go, so that was a little pain with these fans. But, you know, when I put them in the case, when I was testing them, I felt that the air is blowing, so, you know, that means the air is blowing in. I didn't do no paper towel test because it was just really not fair. I had two fans not working, so, you know, I said it is what it is on that sense. But ultimately, guys, this honestly is just a showpiece. I wouldn't recommend these fans whatsoever. They also feel, you know, they feel like they could easily crack too. But yeah, personally, I wouldn't recommend these fans. I mean, if you do like the style, if you do like design, listen, your money, you know, do what you got to do. I'm just letting you know, in my 2 cents, that it does look, you know, it looks dope. I gotta admit, it is pretty innovative. I hope their next version is gonna be, you know, there's gonna fix, you know, the features of the hub not working, the fans not working, the RPM not connecting, the LED lights not connecting, you know, not basically working. But we did have the ARGB functionality working. But yeah, I mean, if you let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I said, you know, they're cool, they're pretty dope, they are a showpiece, guys. But anyways, I'm KosherTech. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Deuces.